series of videos about taking your virtual tours to the next level. And in this one we're going to be talking about navigation. So this is where we answer the question of how do users get from one part of your tour to another. We recommend a number of things that you should think about. Number one is an onboarding sequence. So rather than dumping users straight into the first scene, it's nice to welcome them in with some kind of a splash screen and perhaps even onboarding instructions so that they feel confident and they know what they're supposed to do once they get into the tour itself. Part two is to give them more than one way to navigate. So in Google Street View, for example, you just have the chevrons to move around. In a lot of custom virtual tours, you have some kind of sidebar menu, but often it's good to give users multiple options. So that might include a sidebar menu and scene-to-scene navigation via the floor. It might also include a map so that users can actually see an overview of the space that they're trying to explore and get a sense of the context at the bird's eye view before they go around at ground level. You should also think about how to tell a story. So in most virtual tours, users can free navigate from one scene to another, but increasingly we've been creating virtual tours with sequential chapter style navigations, which help to tell a story, to take users through a sequence of scenes and perhaps make sure that they see everything you want them to see and get to the end feeling like they've had a more complete and curated experience. Another thing to think about is accessibility. Something that's increasingly part of our conversations with clients and briefs is thinking about making virtual content accessible to the maximum possible number of users. So that's things like keyboard controls, that's things like screen reader compatibility, high contrast text, large font, and that sort of thing. So have that in mind, and there's some great guidelines online to teach you what sort of things to think about. And then also think about time and space. So what we mean by that is to show a variety of different ways to consume a particular scene. So that might be showing at different times of day, day and night, toggling between the two, and some fantastic seamless transitions that can be created. Or even, as we've done here in a tour for Wimbledon tennis, showing with and without people, so that you can get a sense of the space as a blank canvas, but also with people in, bringing it to life. And of course in venues this is a great way to show different configurations of furniture, how the room can be set up as a part of a sales tool. That's it for this video. In the next one we'll be talking about the information layer.